Welcome to Charlie Jane Speakers Radio. This is the show where we share speaking tips, tools, and resources to help you grow your public speaking business. Our goal at Charlie Jane is to get you, the speaker, on the platform in front of thousands of people so that you can teach and motivate your audience, enriching and empowering them to lead fulfilling lives. And now, here's your host, Wendy McNeil.
Hi there, it's Wendy McNeil here with Charlie Jane Speakers, and thank you for listening in to today's podcast. Today I'm talking about unleashing networking magic for speakers. 5 quick tips. This is going to be a great podcast, but first I want to welcome you over to our Facebook group. It is called Breakthrough Public Speakers. It is an amazing group. You will not be disappointed. I'm going to leave the link down in the show notes so you can find us over there. Today's podcast, Unleashing Networking Magic for Speakers, 5 quick tips. As we journey through the dynamic landscape of the speaking industry, one aspect remains a consistent game changer, and that is networking. If harnessed correctly, it can be the spell that turns a struggling speaker into a sought-after authority in their field. But just what is this exclusive networking magic for speakers, and how can you conjure it to boost your own success? Well, today I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to let you in on how to get the most out of this powerful marketing tool. But before I give you my 5 top tips for leveraging network, let's quickly recap what it means for you in the context of landing more speaking gigs and building your business. The magic of networking, how it helps you land more speaking gigs. Yes, networking refers to building relationships with other professionals in your industry. But it is so much more than that. You know, it's weaving together relationships that can provide support, insight, and yes, more speaking gigs. However, when you're part of a diverse professional network, you also open yourself to a world of possibilities. These can come in the form of direct speaking gigs, referrals, collaborative opportunities, knowledge exchange, mentorship. A strong network can help you find new platforms to share your message and enrich your work by offering a wider perspective, and fresh ideas. As you benefit from the connections you've built, you're also in a position to support others by sharing your unique expertise and insights. Okay, so these relationships that you're building, they build trust, goodwill, further strengthening your professional reputation. All in all, networking weaves a magical web, really, that can carry your speaking business to new heights. But how do you harness this power effectively? Well, I'm going to unravel this mystery with the following tips. Tip number 1, I want you to master your elevator pitch. Very important. The art of networking often starts with a simple introduction. Okay, you might already know this. And that's where your elevator pitch comes in. This short, and I am going to say very short. Okay. I don't want you to have a 5-minute elevator pitch. I'm talking 15 to 30 seconds, my friends. Engaging. It needs to be an engaging summary of who you are, what you do, why it matters. It should just roll right off your tongue effortlessly. It's your first chance to make a memorable impression, and to pique interest. So crafting an effective elevator pitch really requires precision and creativity. I want you to start by identifying your unique selling proposition. What sets you apart from other speakers? Then consider your audience's needs and how your expertise addresses those. Remember, your pitch should be less about self-promotion and more about the value you offer. Practice your pitch until it feels natural, okay? Not rehearsed. You don't want to sound like, you're a robot regurgitating information. A captivating elevator pitch can be the key that opens the door to more conversations, to connections, and speaking gigs. So keep refining it, all right? And keep practicing until this can become second nature. Tip number 2, regularly attend industry events. Having a polished elevator pitch is only really half the equation. You also need occasions to put it into practice, and that's where industry events come in. Whether it's a local networking event, an international conference, an online webinar, industry events provide a wealth of opportunities to connect with like-minded professionals, potential clients, and influential figures in your niche. Regularly attending these events not only, expands your knowledge base, but it allows you to become a recognizable figure within your industry community. It's kind of like all about creating visibility and demonstrating your commitment to your craft. But remember, networking isn't about meeting as many people as possible. It's about meeting the right people, right? And forging meaningful relationships. So I want you to be strategic. All right. Research attendees or guest speakers beforehand. Identify those you'd like to connect with and prepare your approach. The more familiar you become with networking, the more comfortable you're going to get, and the better you're going to become at leaving a lasting impression. And finally, don't forget that networking is a numbers game. Okay, so the more events you attend, the right ones, let me emphasize that, the more opportunities you create for yourself, okay? Each connection can potentially lead to another, often in ways that you can't even predict. So keep showing up, keep refining your pitch, and watch as your speaking opportunities multiply. Tip number 3 is to be an active listener. While speaking, is your thing, I want you to remember that effective communication also involves active listening. When networking, I want you to show genuine interest in the person you're interacting with. This is crucial. It's not just seeing them as a potential gig source, right? By doing so, you build more profound, more authentic connections, which are much more likely to result in beneficial outcomes for both parties. How do you demonstrate active listening? Well, it's more than just being silent when the other person is talking. You need to show that you understand, right? And you appreciate what's being said by providing thoughtful responses. Ask insightful questions to kind of encourage them to expand on their thoughts. Use body language such as nodding. Maintain that eye contact to convey your attention and respect. Remember, people are more likely to remember and recommend speakers who made them feel heard and valued. So embrace the art of active listening and see how it transforms your networking experiences. Okay. Tip number 4, I want you to leverage social media. In today's digital age, effective networking isn't confined to only in-person encounters. It also extends to the online world. This is an amazing thing. Social media platforms provide so many opportunities to connect with a global audience, including event organizers, fellow speakers, and industry influencers. Now, while all the platforms, have their merits, LinkedIn in particular stands out as a powerful tool for professional networking. As a speaker, you can use LinkedIn to showcase your expertise, share thought leadership content, and engage with potential connections in your field. Start optimizing your LinkedIn profile. I want you to consider kind of like your online resume. I want you to highlight your speaking experience, areas of your expertise, and notable achievements. Participate in relevant discussions. I want you to join groups and post content demonstrating your unique insights, all right, and your perspectives. Remember, social media networking is about creating meaningful relationships. It's not just amassing a huge number of connections. Engage actively, provide value, and be authentic. This way, when an opportunity arises, you'll be top of mind for your connections. Sound good? Sounds good to me. Number five is to follow up and nurture your connections. This one is huge. Well, they're all huge. They're all important. But this is really important. I talk about follow-up a lot in my trainings. But networking is like you're planting a seed. Right? You're planting a seed in a farmer's field. So you're planting some corn. I say corn because I live in the middle of a cornfield. As any farmer knows, sowing seeds is just the first step in the process. A seed by itself, while full of potential, is not going to grow into a useful crop unless it receives the proper care and nurturing. It is the farmer's diligent watering, the provision of nutrients and protection from pests that transform these teeny, tiny little seeds into fruitful plants, right? Similarly, the initial meet and greet at a networking event is just the planting of a seed. The real magic happens afterwards. So a simple hello, a shared conversation, those are your seeds. Each one holds a potential for a speaking gig, a collaborative opportunity, or a mutually beneficial professional relationship. But it's only when you put in the effort to nurture these seeds that they're going to bear fruit. Following up promptly with a personalized message or even an email is your watering process. It keeps the connection fresh. It nourishes the relationship. Mentioning a topic you discuss, maybe complimenting them on their work or sharing a relevant resource shows that you value the connection and are interested in fostering it. This is your sunlight. This is your nutrients. But don't stop at just one follow-up. Check in regularly. They keep your connection healthy and free from the risk of being forgotten among the mountain of other networking interactions, right? Like the farmer who carefully tends to his fields and patiently waits for the harvest season. Remember that networking is an ongoing process that may not yield immediate results. But with consistent effort, these teeny tiny little seeds can grow into a network that provides a bountiful harvest of opportunities for you. So be patient, be consistent, and remember, it's all about nurturing. Wrapping up, unlock the power of networking magic for speakers. Whether you're a seasoned speaker just starting out in this field, networking is an invaluable skill that can open doors to countless opportunities. So why not go and apply these tips today and see how they make a difference to your networking efforts? And hey, everybody, you don't have to do it alone. Again, join our Facebook group, Breakthrough Public Speakers, where you can connect with like-minded individuals. We exchange ideas. Start building those all-important professional connections. Super important. Your journey to unleashing the networking magic starts today. So I look forward to seeing you in our Facebook group. I'm going to leave the link in the show notes. I hope you enjoyed today's podcast, and I like to always offer a freebie. Today's freebie is it's 58. Speaking opportunities, speaking events. They're looking for speakers right now, today. So grab that link in the show notes and go check out the list, see if there's any fits for you, and submit your proposal. Start putting yourself out there, okay? And be consistent. All right, everybody, that is it for today. I hope everybody enjoyed the podcast. Take care. Bye.